And welcome to Cigar Time. How's everybody doing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You're supposed to say I'm not Art,
I'm not Art, as you can see.
but you're supposed to say it in a funny voice.
I am not going to do that voice I just did like 10 seconds ago. No.
It was good.
Art is on. He's at the in the Dominican Republic right now. He's at the TAA. So hopefully he'll be bringing back some great deals with the TAA cigars. So how's everybody doing?
Good.
Good, Moose.
Okay.
You okay, Spanky?
We're about to smoke. I'm always good.
That's yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
really.
If it took us so long to get this started, Paul would have had a conniption.
He'd be yelling, "Come on, start the damn camera!"
Maybe you should leave.
You just like bypassed that.
I don't care if you feel better.
Then why did you ask?
I don't care.
Oh, they're having a spat.
What else is this? This is how you met us, right?
Yeah, exactly. So why don't you tell us what we're smoking here, Scott?
This is the Rocky Patel Edge Maduro. This is a staple. This has been around forever.
It has.
It,
I think it's the #1 selling cigar too.
From Rocky.
Yes, from not ours.
Oh,
Rocky's #1
Rocky's.
selling
That
cigar.
wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But this one happens to be the Maduro. There's also a Connecticut, they call the Edge Light. There's a Corojo, a Habano,
Sumatra.
This one is the Maduro. It has a Costa Rican wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan and Honduran fillers. And at one time, and I haven't had one of these in a while, but at one time this was like the strong cigar out there.
For you?
Right when it first came out.
It's funny how that
Generally
changes all the
speaking.
time.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think there are very many really strong cigars out there.
It's only one or
full
two.
strength.
It's only one or two I can think of.
Yeah, like what?
The Digger.
Yes.
That's a strong cigar. That ends up very strong at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives me a head rush. And
I can never
That's
finish it.
saying a
It's
lot.
Yeah.
8.5 inches long. I can't finish that cigar. It's too big.
What's the other one you think is strong?
Yeah, well, no.
What's the other one?
Well, while you're
No. It's it's that 7x70 Asylum.
Oh, okay.
It's just because it's so much tobacco
Yeah.
and it's so big.
Yeah, it's a lot of nicotine.
It's
yeah.
a lot of nicotine.
Has anybody had the newest TAA Padron?
Not yet.
The Padron Black Maduro?
No.
That was a kick butt cigar.
Really?
I
thought that one was, you could really, again, feel the Lajero in the back of your throat. That was very strong.
I can't afford it.
Okay.
It's
Give yourself a
feed
discount.
my family or smoke the cigar.
And this is a question? You didn't buy the cigar?
Yeah, really. Yeah. So take out a mortgage or buy the cigar.
No, you take out a mortgage to buy the cigar.
Yeah, it should.
Come on.
So I have not had that. I heard it's very good though, but it's real strong.
It is. I think I like the lighter one, the natural better,
Yeah.
which is
Because
going to be
is
a
it-
first.
Is it? No, it's not. There are other cigars that you like that are that are natural.
I was among the Padron. I almost exclusively smoked the Maduro.
Yeah. Well, I agree. But other cigars,
Yeah,
like I think Charter Oak, you like the natural.
natural better. Absolutely, yeah.
Same thing with Blind Man's Bluff.
Blind Man's. Yeah, actually, you're right.
See?
Or
And
do any
Pearl
of
de Mar.
Rocky's
See?
cigars fit in this category?
Exactly.
Who cares?
I just thought
This is a show about
I just thought I'd
cigars.
bring the conversation
This
back.
is not a cigar about Rocky Patel.
Show about Rocky Patel.
We just know this will go on for a long time.
Oh, that's
So, well, feel free to chime in then.
yeah.
I think I just did.
About that.
The strongest cigar that I think that's in the store is the Jaime Garcia.
Breakfast cigar of choice.
It's a full-bodied cigar, though.
It is my breakfast cigar of choice.
Okay.
Yeah, I never understood the concept of having a light cigar first, and then as you go along, you finish the day with one. Oh, no. I want the cup of coffee with the caffeine and the nicotine rush to get the heart started and the brain functioning
See,
and,
now,
and get my day
See,
started.
that's not me. I'm the
You
other
know?
way around. I
I
start out
still-
mild and work my way up.
Yeah,
I
I
smoke whatever I'm
understand
in
that.
the mood for. But I will
I
say,
agree with that.
I do that
closer to
afterwards.
closer to the end of the day, I will have a milder cigar. I don't know why.
I'm getting to that right now.
Sometimes I think this is going to sound weird, but smoking mild, I mean a medium to fuller bodied stuff all day, and then smoking something that's supposed to be milder, I think sometimes brings out the flavor in it.
Oh, I agree.
And I think that's contrary to popular convention.
Well, we smoke more than
Most.
people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I'm getting to that too because I smoke.
I got to smoke enough to keep that ashtray full.
He has this big ashtray on his desk. It's huge, and he lines it so it looks like a picket fence. Actually, looks like Fort Knox or
Multi-layered.
some kind of fort, like F Troop.
Multi-layered
It looks like
defense.
an F Troop fence.
Oh my God.
But I smoke during the day, but I smoke the milder ones, and then after that I go whatever I'm in the mood for. Mild, full body, like real full bodied, or just regular full bodied. But at the end of the day, I'm smoking like when I get home, when I walk my dog, I want something milder. For some reason, I don't know why. Like at the end of the day, that's my last cigar of the day. I'm walking my dog for like half hour, 45 minutes, and I enjoy a nice Robusto sized cigar, and it's usually something mild. It just, I don't know, it brings me down from the day. You know what I mean?
What time do you guys usually smoke your first cigar?
As soon as I come in.
7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
As soon as I get in
When
the car to come
here,
to work.
10.
See, I'm like not till like 2 or 3. I just
Really?
It's a combination of a lot of things. One is I just end up having a lot of stuff to do in the morning. Some jerk
He's
makes me
saying he
do
works harder than the rest
makes
of
me do
us.
inventory every Monday, every morning. I don't know. It's just going through the different stuff. I don't get around till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
You gotta set your
Then
priorities
I'm
higher.
Yeah.
but then I'm it's like chain smoking them. Once
Making
it's-
up for lost
It's
time.
like going to an
Exactly.
Eagles game and drinking lots of beer. Once you break the seal, you're done.
Yep. Now, see, I have to have my coffee and my cigar on my drive-in. My fellow motorists are quite happy. Keeps the voices in my head quiet.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
They'd be road rage all over the place.
I can't break the Jeep in yet. I'm not ready.
I have had my car 10 years. And
Oh, you still don't
I still don't smoke in it. Nope.
I went about 5 years, and now I'm starting to like 2-3 days a week.
When I pick the car up, I lit a cigar up on the way home.
You had no chance.
That had no chance.
I don't know. It's weird. We should take a poll. How many people smoke in their car and don't smoke?
I
'Cause
bet
you
you
don't-
there's
because most people don't smoke in their house.
less people that
No.
smoke in their car than do smoke or don't smoke in their car. No, I said that wrong.
Yeah.
There's more people that do not smoke in their cars than there are people that smoke in their cars.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I
Among
agree
people
with
who
that.
smoke.
And,
Yeah.
and the
Cigars,
same
not
people,
cigarettes.
the same people probably don't smoke at home in the house.
That I
they're
will
never
very,
do.
they're very. Do you smoke in your house?
Yes,
Really?
I smoke anywhere I want to.
You're very.
That is.
I bet you.
You're in the bottom 1%.
I bet you
I
1
got-
out of 1,000 people
I
smoke
got
in their house.
I got the bottle of Jack on the floor next to the recliner, and the ashtray on the windowsill.
You know what? Yeah, I probably would if I was allowed. I don't know if
So
I
my
would.
wife
I
doesn't
would
care.
just say if he was allowed. I
My
think
wife
that's
does not care.
Nah, I
You're a
don't.
great woman, Rose. She doesn't
Yes.
care.
Rose is awesome.
Sandy lets me. She doesn't care what I do, but that would piss her off.
I don't think
No,
it's
see,
it-
I do a lot of other things to piss her off, so that's not one of them.
So you got. That's smart.
Yeah. I don't. When I lived alone, I didn't smoke in my apartment.
I did.
I don't want the smell in the house. You know what I mean? So
I just
Agreed.
pretended I
Start
didn't.
smoking better cigars.
because then it gets into your clothes.
It gets everywhere.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't like that. But I used to know a guy who smoked in his kitchen, like underneath his
Right?
the vent in his hood. He was smoking, just like start blow it up.
Speaking of vents, that new apartment we're fixing,
Yeah.
the vent is Wi-Fi enabled, so when you turn the grill on, the gas grill, it automatically will kick on. You don't have to touch it. So I'm going to find out what the code is. They can start screwing with their wife while I'm at work.
That's pretty funny.
All right.
So, all right, let's get first
opinion.
impressions.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
first impressions.
I'm enjoying it. I always have enjoyed one of these. It's a very good cigar.
Really?
Yeah. I find it to be a medium to full, somewhere in there. I don't find it to be full body.
Marianne?
For me, it's mild medium right now, at least. Very smooth. I wasn't expecting that actually, and it's burning well. I just have to stop talking and smoke more.
You've never had one of these, you
I
said?
have never had one of these
That's
in my
amazing.
8 years of smoking.
That
That's
is amazing.
That is amazing that you've never had one. Scotty, do?
I'm gonna go medium to full. Getting a little bit of spice, feeling it a little bit feeling the Ligero. I'm getting almost like a citrusy kind of thing going on.
Because we always differ
Yeah, I know.
completely opposites.
Okay.
That's just
What?
fun.
You're
Kind of
feeling
like
Ligero?
a tangy, citrusy almost. Like, I don't want to say like orange juice kind of citrusy, but like a little bit like a tanginess.
Did you have orange juice before you sat down?
No. How about you?
I did not.
Grapefruit?
No. I love grapefruit though.
Peach?
Pink-
It's just a
He
question.
was drinking pink lemonade.
So I'm not getting. I agree more with Marianne. It's more on the milder to medium side for me right now. The retro hail, I do feel the Ligero in that, though, but it still doesn't give me that strong kick of a full-bodied cigar yet. And I do feel that in the back of my throat though. It's a drier type feeling, but it's not. The strength of it isn't there. So, yet, I mean, I'm only 15 and a half cents in, so I don't know. and the thing about these
Just 15 and a half?
15 and a half cents.
Damn.
These cigars from Rocky have been right around the same price since they've come out. They're not $7 yet, are they?
Yeah.
Are they?
I think they're like $7.69.
Okay, $7.69.
I think.
So they're not $8 yet, are they?
No, you're right. No, $6.95.
$6.95.
Right.
There you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
They haven't.
Holy crap.
Our investigative reporter has figured this out for us.
Yeah, they haven't gone up in price. All the other Rocky cigars have gone up. Shut up. All the other cigars have gone up, but they keep these prices the same. I think that's one of the reasons that it's their biggest selling cigar. Because I think they have better cigars out there. It's just this one sells.
Especially
This
the
is
show.
your everyday smoke.
the show. Yeah, exactly.
point.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an everyday smoke. So Scott, where are we in your?
Tutorials.
Thank you. Good word.
That's a good
Tutorials. Where are you in the tutorials?
You should remember.
I don't listen. I don't listen to you.
Well, we skipped a week because Paul was here.
Yes, Paul was here last week.
And then we started talking about different territories, and today we're going to talk about Nicaragua. But I had some other stuff I want to talk about. We can jump into that.
What do you want to talk about?
We'll talk about it when we finish with this.
Okay.
And just remind me, I wanted to talk about we've got memberships and new membership availabilities in some of the stores, and then I thought we'd also bring up the rewards program.
Okay.
So Nicaragua, of course, that's my favorite tobacco.
As is mine.
Yeah, we talked
Mine
we
too.
talked before about what makes tobacco growing, I guess, optimal is the terroir or the territory, which has to do with the microclimate, the soils, like weather, things like that. And Nicaragua is set up to be a perfect place for tobacco. In fact, Nicaraguan cigars have overtaken the Dominican as the most, I don't know how to say this exactly, but there's more Nicaraguan cigars consumed in the United States than Dominican. I think as of last year it was 148 million compared to like 120 million for Dominican.
I think Moose smoked most of those.
No doubt.
Yeah,
So-
I picked up the 20 million all by myself.
Yeah. And
That's a
Nicaraguan,
lot of cigars. That's a lot of cigars, man.
it is. One of the unique things about Nicaragua is the regions can be there's 4 regions where they grow the tobacco, and they can be very different because of the types of soil. And you're going to get different things from the tobacco. But overall, Nicaragua is mostly known for having a stronger tobacco. They don't exclusively make stronger cigars in Nicaragua or from Nicaraguan tobacco. In fact, one of my favorite blends is a Nicaraguan filler and binder and some form of Connecticut wrapper, like with the Perdomo. What?
Not bad.
The Perdomo, La Perla are some of my,
Right.
like, I love how that blend, and they are not strong cigars by any means, but typically
I agree.
Nicaraguan tobacco is
Because
stronger.
one of my favorite cigars is Nicaraguan filler, Nicaraguan binder, and a Connecticut broadleaf Maduro wrapper.
Yeah.
And it is a mild cigar. You wouldn't think that, but the Alcazar.
Well, plus it looks, because it's so dark,
because
it
it's so
looks
dark,
like it's going to be
you
strong.
think it's going to be strong, but it's really mild and it's very
Right.
pleasant. It's got a great taste. But you're right. Just because it's from Nicaragua doesn't mean it's full body.
Absolutely.
But the same token, it's the same thing with the Dominican Republic. Just because it's from the Dominican, it doesn't mean it's mild either.
Yeah, well, La Flor Dominicana.
Right,
I
exactly.
mean,
Good
Prime
example.
example.
the strength really depends on the Ligero that's used,
Right, exactly.
how long the Ligero's been on the plant, and fermentation.
Right.
It really controls the strength of
Right.
that tobacco. So, typical flavors you're going to get from Nicaraguan are going to be your kind of cocoa, coffee or espresso, earthy and leather, and dark chocolate, which are all, I mean, things that I love in a
Things
cigar.
that I love.
Right.
Period, yeah.
And some of the, to give you an example of manufacturers in Nicaragua, AJ Fernandez, Perdomo, my father, another company, what the heck's it called? Padron. That's it. Padron. So I didn't mean to leave anybody out. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other ones,
Yeah.
but so the growing regions are Esteli. I'm gonna have to look this. Esteli, Condega, Jalapa, and Amnatepe. Now Esteli is a very dark soil. So because of the nutrients, it produces a heavier, fuller-bodied leaf. It's very aromatic. It's characteristically a very dark leaf. And of the 4 regions in Nicaragua, Esteli is known for having the strongest of all tobaccos. Actually, it was interesting in talking, while we talked about the regions, we had Nick Perdomo last year, and he was talking about, actually, this might even, I don't know if this is on the show, this might even just be a conversation we had with him, but he was saying that he could have 2 lots in Nicaragua, and they could be, 20 feet apart, and you can get different flavors.
It was on the show.
Was it on the show?
Yeah.
So you could have a lot over here, and it's gonna be different from the lot over here, And he wasn't talking about a specific region, I don't think, but so that's how much the flavors can change based on the territory.
Giannini talked about that too when
Did
he
he?
was here. He said even in the same acre, you could get different flavors depending on where the water is coming through the land. So the same acre could taste totally different because of the geographic.
Yeah, I
side.
think Nicaragua has a lot of underground
Well, they have a lot of- they have-
waterways.
They
so
also have a lot of volcanoes.
Yeah, well, and we'll talk about that with Amnatepe.
Okay.
So next you've got Condega. Condega has a very rocky soil, and it's also that area of that region in Nicaragua has a lot of cloud cover. So you're going to get a lot of the sun-grown wrappers, and because of the lack of direct sunlight, those leaves they're going to be a little more fragile. They're going to be thinner, because what the leaf does, if you get direct sunlight, the leaf will actually, to protect itself, will, number one, it'll grow wider, and secondly, it'll grow thicker. So it's just part of, I guess, ergonomics is not ergonomics, horticulture. Ergonomics. Where did I come up with that? So it's it's primary wrapper tobacco and binder. It's a very elastic tobacco, and it also Condega has the second strongest tobacco. Next is Jalapa. That's a very heavy kind of clayish soil, and it produces a smoother, kind of elegant, richer tobacco. It's very complex aroma, and I think because of that clay, there's some new thought, being like in the last 10 years, that the tougher the soil or the harder the soil, the root has to work harder
Right.
to search for water, which somehow translates to a higher quality tobacco.
You know what? Paul made that point when he was talking about Cuban tobacco,
Yes.
because that's why their tobacco used to be so much better, is because the plant has to work harder to find the water
Right.
and that's why. But now they just don't have any money for agriculture down there, so they don't.
Agriculture, that's the word, not ergonomics.
Agriculture ergonomics.
Yeah, it's the same
Agriculture
thing.
ergonomics.
So they don't have the money to put the minerals and the nutrients back into the fields to help those plants. But
Right. Okay.
yeah, Paul brought that point up too. So.
Yes, I do remember him doing that. And Jalapa produces a tobacco that's very close to Esteli in terms of flavor, but it's not as strong as Esteli. And then last we have Amnatepe. Amnatepe is actually a volcano. It's one of 2 volcanoes that's in Lake Nicaragua. And for some reason, volcanic soil produces some of the best tobacco. I guess it's because of the minerals that end up being in it. It makes a unique flavor, a unique leaf. It's very earthy and sweet.
You would think, yeah.
Yeah, and it's stronger and there's more depth and sweeter than
Depth of
than
flavor.
ours. Yeah.
So I wonder why
Does it taste like bark?
Tastes like what?
bark.
Bark? I don't know.
Bark.
No.
Actually, I'm getting that from this cigar.
Really?
Yes.
Well, this has gotten a little stronger. How's yours?
It
Like to
is
you?
a little bit, yeah. I wonder why, if volcanic soil is really good for tobacco, I wonder why they don't grow it in
Why?
Hawaii.
They have a tough time growing anything out there,
Well, they grow sugarcane.
and pineapples.
That's a great question. Well,
They
I
do.
don't know, that's a good
They
question.
do have some agriculture.
maybe
there,
they're
but-
maybe because they're active volcanoes. I don't know if
Yeah, that could be.
I don't know if this one's active or not.
I don't know.
And I got a question for you. You said they were in the lake. Are they actually in the lake or just in the region?
No, I think there's a volcano in Lake or like on the Lake Nicaragua.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe the island, the volcano made the land around around the lake.
It's entirely possible.
It is. Look at Hawaii.
I'll go there. I'll come back and report on that.
Thank you.
So
Next time it'll be Scott in the field.
yeah, right.
In the
Or
lake.
in this case, the
Scott
lake.
in the lake.
So we all knew about this, but I don't know about consumers for the most part. But there was some political unrest in Nicaragua at probably June or July of last year. There were cuts to pensions and Social Security programs the government made, which they actually, the day they made the cuts, the next day they I guess reintroduced, or they stopped the cuts. But there was a lot of political unrest, and I don't think it really affected us much. I was worried that they were going to have a tough time getting cigars out of the country, but
yeah.
I don't know if that we saw any interruption from that at all.
We when we went to the show last year, people were talking about it.
Yeah, I remember talking at length with I forget her name, but one of the owners of Black Label.
Black Label, yeah,
Yeah, because they I think they live there now.
yeah.
Not only is they're headquartered there, but they actually moved there.
Yeah.
Interesting people.
They are. They make a great cigar too.
It's a very good cigar.
But yeah, they said they had something already set up. Like they went to the other side of Nicaragua to move stuff out.
Yeah, they were closer to. Oh shoot!
Correct me if I'm wrong, but most of the unrest was in the central and southern part.
Yes,
So the
and
tobacco growing regions that are in the northern part didn't have any problems.
it was closer to, I think, Esteli. What's the other airport in Nicaragua?
Managua.
Amistad? No.
Managua.
Is it? Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Managua. They said a lot of their factory was closer to Managua, so it was easier for them to
Okay.
get stuff out of the country. But anyway, they didn't have much trouble.
They could take it out of the boats too.
They could, but it's wasn't necessarily just the airport. I guess it was more related to they had a lot of the roads blocked off. But I don't know if this is still going on or not.
I don't think so.
I haven't heard much from it. So
No, yeah, I haven't heard anything either.
Mhm.
All right. So either final opinions or why don't you talk about the
Um,
ships and stuff?
Actually, I just wanted to point out that we have, in some of our stores, we have new memberships. Like Jimmy over in King of Prussia has done a great job with a room that was pretty much unused. So King of Prussia now has memberships available. So those of you that are in that area should go check it out. Say hello to Jimmy. Richboro also now has memberships available. They've got a really nice lounge. And we, sometime in the future, Quakertown will likely have one. I don't want to say definite because things change, but right now I'm pretty sure they're going to have one. So I just wanted to mention that and point out that it's a great time to check out the lounges, and we're talking about
And the
not being able
memberships,
to smoke inside.
Yeah, and if you're a member in one store, you're a member at all stores. So you get the discount at all of our 14 locations. Wow, 14. Holy
huge.
crap.
Let me jump in here real quick and
Yeah.
I'll give you my pairings.
Oh yeah, what would you pair with this?
Having smoked this cigar on numerous occasions and had a few drinks with this cigar on numerous occasions, it's going to sound like a repeat, but I'm going to suggest Jack and Guinness.
I don't know that you've ever said Jack.
Yes.
You usually,
well,
because you like it, because you'll pair that with anything, you usually call it
I
something
try not,
different.
I
I
try
don't know
not
that
to
you
use it
mentioned
yet. No, it's
on the
every-
Saturday show, you do.
Yeah, on the Saturday show, I've used it a couple of times, but I try to stay away from it because yes, I would drink it with everything, but
You drink it with cereal.
yeah, if my wife would let me, yes,
Cocoa Puffs and Guinness.
yes.
Ooh. Rice Krispies.
Yeah, Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies.
I refuse to eat that now
Why?
because I sound like that when I get up in the morning.
Oh. I'll be there soon. So, all right, let's give our final impressions there, Scott.
It's got a little bit more sweetness. It's got sweetness to it. It's not as strong as early on, but I still think it's a mild to medium. Still has that tanginess, not as much pepper. Cigar's okay. I'd give it an 8.5.
Ooh.
That's a good score. Good,
It is. I mean,
it is a good.
One thing we should say is a lot of the cigars we smoke are stuff that we like. So the scores are going to be
true.
higher than usual.
This is true. The only reason I went to it was a low score.
No.
That's my score.
Oh,
8.5.
okay. Anything else about it?
No, we pretty much said everything. I'm getting the same flavors you guys are, and you've already said it all, so. I'm just here as a pretty face.
I like that shirt.
Thank you.
Yep.
It's cool.
It's a right smart shirt.
Thank you, thank you.
What was it? Curtains at one time?
No, 10. I went there.
Although not as big of one as.
No. The formerly large at one time. Not anymore. I'm working on that one.
Marianne?
It's come up to medium. It's an okay cigar for me. I'd like to try the other wrappers. This one's okay. I'm not a huge Maduro fan all the time, except for the Jaime. But I'd probably give it an 8.
Okay.
The price point is fantastic, though. So I'll pull an R an 8.5 because
There you go.
8.5 because of the price point.
Yeah, I don't care about the price point. I'm judging the cigar. I don't care how much it costs. It could be $3. It could be $33. I don't care. I give it the same. I give it an 8.5 too. It's. I love Rocky. I love a lot of his cigars. Even though this is their #1 selling cigar, I've never been an Edge fan, but I do like a lot of his other cigars. I give it an 8.5. It's a good cigar. There's nothing wrong with it. We do sell a lot of them, though.
I like the Edge Light better.
Yeah, me too.
I can't remember the blend on that, but I like that cigar better than this one.
Yeah, this Costa Rican wrapper is. It's not a stereotypical Maduro. I don't get a lot of sweetness from this at all.
I did at the end, but I don't know if it was
Not
from
at the end.
But if yeah, I guess you're right. I did after I smoked it in like $1.25 in.
Okay.
But I think the sweetness was more from the smoke than the wrapper tobacco.
Yeah.
What I get out of the little bit of sweetness, it's got like a milk chocolate sweetness.
Yeah.
You know, the cocoa and a
Out
little
of this
bit
cigar?
of yeah, just a little bit.
Really? I'm not getting
Not,
any chocolate
not
at
intense,
all.
just a little bit.
Okay. Well, don't forget our website, cccigars.com, and visit. We only got a couple seconds left. And visit our stores.
Saturday Night Show.
Saturday Night Show on Channel 4. No, this is Channel 4. On Channel whatever.
Yeah. I'm on.
Ciao for now,
everybody.
everybody.
Life's too short to
That's
smoke
a
cheap
wrap.
cigars.